My dad really did introduce me to music. I this sounds like it's made up, but my first memory of life, as early back as I can remember, was laying on the carpet in our living room and like sort of falling asleep to my dad and this neighbor guy playing guitar, singing Kenny Rogers tunes and Johnny Horton songs and this old school country. Like, and my dad never did anything professionally in music, but just, I don't even know why they got together. Like, it was just, I think of it now as an adult, like, well, why were they together? But I guess they just called each other up and were like, you want to jam, you know? I don't know, I just liked hanging out with my dad, and he really loved country music, so I started to fall in love with all these old school guys, and yeah, I do have to credit him with that. I don't know where I'd be if he didn't love music so much. And here's the way and this is something my dad used to say. He said, Frankie, there's only two kinds of people in this world. There's only there's only two kinds of men in this world. There's Beatles fans and there's Elvis fans. There's only two kinds of people. And I was like, when I was a kid, I was like, what do you mean, Dad? Like, I like the Beatles and I like Elvis. What do you mean? But then I started to understand stylistically what he meant, you know. There's the guys who wear pinky rings, and there's the guys who don't. And I guess the guys who don't are Beatles fans, and the guys who do are Elvis fans. I'm an Elvis fan. My parents were so tickled by all this, you know. You would think that I went to Mars and found the first Martian and have brought him back. Like, they think it's that big of a deal, and maybe it is to them, but yeah, they're really excited. You know, my mom and dad were going to drive down, and my older sister has been past due to have her first child for about 2 weeks now. And so it's been like touch and go, and she actually had her first baby today. She had him today, so they, I call, my mom was so upset, she called me up because she really wanted to be here, and my dad too, and they were like, you know, she's going into labor. And I said, no, you have to be there. That's so important, and she needs you guys there. And I said, you know, Leela's planning on having maybe 1 or 2 kids. You know, that's a big deal. I'm planning on having about 30 of these. So don't worry about it. You can catch the next one. But yeah, I'm bummed, but they needed to be up there.